we're back.
This is it. Last show. See ya. Oh, we got to finish the whole show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to finish the show tonight. Hi, my name is Patrick Jones, and this is not a bar stool. It's a motorcycle seat. Tonight, we brought in motorcycle seats to sit on. So, if you think that we're sitting on chairs, we're not. We're actually not. So, you want one of these posters? Come to the meeting. My name is Patrick Jones. I'm the president of the Chicago chapter of Abate, Illinois. And sitting next to me to my right is Dan Harper, who is actually nobody anymore. Nobody. Voted out. Not the vice president no more. Tough, you know what. However...
Good evening. My name is Dan Harper. I am the state legislative coordinator for Abate of Illinois.
You believe that? You believe that?
The once and future legislative coordinator.
So he was the state legislative coordinator.
Took a couple of years off.
Had his little vacation, you know, asylum, we call it. Now he's back. He is the state legislative coordinator, so anything that needs to be done through the state, legislatively or coordinatedly, there he is. Call us, 312-738-1060, and tell them you want to talk to the state legislative coordinator. Tonight, we have some stuff to show you.
I was at the at 2016 Ride On, which is the Illinois Department of Transportation's winter conference. It's my little thingy there, where they had different people talking. We had the Secretary of Transportation wasn't there. The Deputy Secretary of Transportation was there. And also, that would be Rich Brower, who's a former Illinois State Representative and a very good friend of Abate of Illinois, who always shows up at our legislative day. And then what happened was IDOT took the cycle rider training program and moved it out of traffic safety. We are now in
So their money's still safe.
our money's still safe, but we're in the Office of Program Development for the Illinois Department of Transportation. The director of it is Patricia Tobias, who is a professional engineer with over 25 years of experience in management, highway policy development, highway safety, transportation planning, preliminary engineering, and design. As the Director of Program Development, Ms. Tobias has the oversight of the Bureau of Safety Programs, that's what it is, Bureau of Safety Programs and Engineering.
Patricia or Priscilla?
Priscilla, sorry.
I'll go with Priscilla.
Go with Priscilla. And she's the one that's responsible for all the cheese graters. On the
Really?
yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was her idea. So
that's who we need. Okay. So at this conference,
right, we went ahead and talked about, and that's where we got some of this good stuff. Why don't you do the bumper sticker overhead?
Yeah, press it.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Zoom in a little bit.
We'll get a little zoom here.
There we go. Which is to start seeing motorcycles gear up, ride smart. We had a Chicago Abate member there as a guest speaker. That was the governor, Bruce Rauner. The reason we're bringing this all out is we got some nice IDOT lanyards. This looks like a mouse pad, but what it is really a chamois.
ShamWow.
ShamWow for your motorcycle. And
lube. They're giving us lube because we're going to take it. Oh.
Sunscreen.
Oh.
And
wow.
It also says Illinois driver's license M-Class. Ride legal. Ride legal in Illinois.
I thought it was lube. Sorry, guys. That's disappointing.
We've got last year's poster, which is Don't Drink and Ride. Start seeing motorcycles. A couple of years ago, that's where we had the This Is Not a Bar Stool.
This is not a bar stool.
Which, that was a great one. And then this is the new one, which I really kind of like.
Let's see if we can throw that up on the overhead. Get a better shot of it.
Zoom it all the way out.
Let's see.
Okay. Death rides with the impaired rider.
Ooh. Like that?
Ooh. Matter of fact, I
Hey,
just,
but that's pretty cool though. But wait, don't take it down yet. I want to pull the bottom up.
yeah,
Okay. No.
we can come down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to try to zoom on all the logos that are down there. So
Okay,
we have the Don't Drink and Ride logo,
right,
Gear Up, Ride Smart,
yep,
and that's the IDOT logo right there.
right,
State of Illinois,
yes.
M, Ride
Ride
Legal,
legal,
and
and-
Illinois Department of.
Transportation.
So when everybody starts bitching and says, "Oh man, I went to go get my license plate sticker. It was $56." You see all this stuff? You see all of this? All of that and more, plus the cycle rider training. That's where your money's going. Your money's not going in anybody's pocket. It's going into a fund. Yes, Rod did swipe it from us one time after a good fight. Judy, we miss you, Judy. You gave a good fight. Judy Bartopinka.
Yes.
Loved her. I loved her and loved everything she did for motorcycling because she told him, I'm not giving you the money, I'm not writing a check. All that money goes into a fund. When you see the cycle rider training program, which I'm going to ask somebody some questions about in a moment because there's some new developments here, all that money goes to pay for all of that stuff, everything. And if you come out to the meetings, you can pick up stuff like this. Come out, come and grab one. We don't run out. We usually don't run out unless it's a lot of meetings. But you name it, we got it there. It's free. Come to the meeting and get one. Next meeting is the third Wednesday in January. Now, cycle rider training.
Cycle rider training. In 2015, there were 650,000 registered motorcycles. There
It's a lot
was
of bikes, folks.
152,500 M classes.
Okay, so let me say this. You just heard that there's 650,000 registered motorcycles in the state of Illinois. How many M classes?
152,500.
152,500 registered.
So
M
that's even if
classifications.
everybody had two bikes.
Correct. We
That's
have,
still only 50%.
correct. And in our chapter, which is Chicago chapter, we've got about the biggest area. Okay?
Right.
Membership's not as big as it should be. Everybody that rides a motorcycle, I'm not saying it's for everybody. You don't have to come to the meetings. Join Abate. Show numbers. Let's post numbers. That's what I want to do this year, this coming year.
Now, in 2015, the cycle rider training program taught 14,000 students how to ride motorcycles.
And how many memberships did we get out of that?
Who knows?
I'll say 0 because I don't know anybody that did it.
Okay.
Some guys at work.
In 2016, 15,616 students. And
Right there, that's 30,000 students.
And that was with the budget crisis
That's 30,000 students in 2 years
in 2 years.
that got their M classification. So if you think there's not a lot of bikes on the road, there are.
This year, there are 1,727 classes scheduled.
Okay, now let's talk about those scheduled classes though for a
Right.
minute. Okay. So you can go to startseeingmotorcycles.org and keep looking because March, I believe, sometime in March, it could be the beginning, the middle, however
Could
they
be the
set it up.
beginning of March, could be late February.
Right. So, Jetner still have the L class license. That's because L stands for low life, Michael. M, men. L, low life. That's why you got the L class, Mike. I love you. Oh, by the way, tacos over at Revere, Revel, or whatever the hell the name of the place is. You gotta go there. So, now, Harper College. Dan's own college, got his own college, smart, right? He's not that smart, but he's got his own college. Harper College is taking the lead on the motorcycle training up in the north now?
Yes.
Okay.
What's going on is Northern Illinois University used to handle everything out west. And they, Harper College, basically took care of the Chicago metropolitan area. Harper College is now taking over what Northern Illinois had. So basically, with the we can call I-80 the dividing line, but it actually goes a little bit below I-80 because it does do parts of Will County and LaSalle, Peru County and stuff like that. That's all part of northern Illinois. So Harper College. So it basically goes from
That far
the
south?
Indiana
Wow.
Indiana line all the way to the Mississippi River, and like I said, basically Route 30, that follow that out west. That's all Harper. University of Illinois, I believe, is taking care of the central part of the state. And actually, I believe they're looking for somebody else to take over that because they want to get out of it. And then Southern Illinois University is taking basically everything way south.
Okay, and
So-
if we can get a foot in the door over at Triton, what would they cover?
Triton would just have their own classes.
Okay,
They would have, and we're actually looking for that. If you know a space that's big enough,
my
to
garage.
to hold motorcycle safety classes, you need, besides the classroom, you need to have a range area. Although they do have mobile classrooms, they can also bring in. So,
So wait, if we wanted to set up a mobile classroom, the class is 2 days, correct?
yes,
Okay,
but you have to sign a contract for X amount of years and everything else.
Okay.
You have to have the range. They'll bring in the classroom and have the classroom there
and the bikes and everything.
and the bikes and
Okay.
everything.
Well, that's cool. Any questions? Call us. You can call us or you can hit us up on the cell. We're doing text messages tonight at 708-280-6053.
We also talked about, and that's why we have the impaired riders and stuff like that. We also talked about the motorcycle fatalities.
You have a
Basically,
number for last year or
well,
this year so far?
yeah, 15% of all motor vehicle fatalities were, 15% of all fatalities, motor vehicle fatalities, were motorcycle related.
So is that down from?
No, that's
previous
actually
years?
up probably about 0.5% from 2016.
But even though it's up 0.5%, motorcycle ridership is up 10%, 20%.
Well, right, but it's also, and I don't want to go into it too, but 36% were people over 50 and over. 79% of the people were licensed. 51% of them happened on weekends. 56 of 136 fatalities, operator fatalities, were alcohol levels. The average was 0.153. So the highest was 0.469. So I don't even know, that guy shouldn't have even been able to get on a bike.
Yeah, right. And
Well,
the only thing that the news wants to tell you is he was not wearing a helmet. Really? The guy fell down on his bike. His bike fell on him. He wasn't riding. Got hurt. Was not wearing a helmet. Probably would have saved him from falling down.
Out of the 136 operators, the fatalities for operators, there were 150 150 fatalities. 136 of them were the operators. 132 of them were male, and 4 of them were female. So
Watch what
Yes.
you're doing out there, folks.
women do ride better than men,
Now,
or else people realize they see women riders more than they see the male riders.
so now, you gave me this tonight.
Yes.
Are we going to have these for the meetings? Because this is some cool stuff right here.
Yes, that T-clock, we'll have to get more.
I want to throw this up here just so we
Okay.
can see this little handout that we're going to be giving out at the meetings. Okay, so what this is, kickstand, center stand, side stand, blah blah blah.
Well, what it is it's the, here, let me flip it over. It's the T-clock checklist. Ride Smart, it's your choice. T is for tires and wheels. C is for controls. L is for lights. O is for oil. L is for leaks. C is for your chassis, suspension, chain and belt, fasteners, and then kickstands.
So, what you do is, you come to the meeting, come and get one of these. Now, you didn't ride your bike all winter time because a lot of people don't. Some people never put their bikes away for the winter. You know, we're always ready just in case.
Like when it was 50 degrees the other day?
I seen Richie out riding. I seen the banana bike out riding with the group mask on. So, you go out to your bike, say March or April. A lot of guys, a lot of people have their up day for April. So, you go and start looking. Conditions, okay? Tread depth, wear, weathering, evenly seated, bulges, embedded objects. You check your front, check your rear, your air pressure. You check it when it's cold, adjust it, blah, blah, blah. If you got spokes, obviously you're going to check them. You know, just run your finger around the spokes to see if any are loose. That's always a good thing.
I'm going to go see if anybody's calling.
You're going to get out?
I'm going to go see if
All right,
anybody's
get
calling.
out then.
All right.
Nobody needs you here. So now we got rid of him, we can talk about him. All right, like I was saying, when you go out, if you got spokes, run your finger around. I know it sounds stupid and you don't want to get dirty, right? Just run it around. You feel a loose spoke, stop, check it, see if it needs to be tightened. For your cast rims, check them. Make sure there's no cracks, no dents, no gouges in them, because, yeah, you can bust it open like that. Check your bearings, your seals, make sure you got no leaks. This has everything here: levers, controls, cables, hoses. Let's see if we can pop that up. Okay, we'll zoom in on that. Everything you need to check on your bike is in this little handout. Look underneath, see if it's a leak, see if it's just something that was laying there from before. You know, me, I always look underneath Junior's bike and there's always a puddle of gack, you know, because it's an 84 Super Glide and he leaks oil. His new bike don't leak at all though. He's got that Hayabusa. If you want... Right, and Richie, his bike is always leaking. Every place he parks there's something underneath it leaking. If you want one of these, come out to the meeting. We meet at 3848 North Harlem Avenue at the brewery. Our meetings are on the third Wednesday of the month. You can go to our website for more information. Right there, tells you, go down to meetings, scroll on over here. Meetings, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this one's slower than I hear. Meetings, membership meetings are held on the third Wednesday of the month, 7:30 p.m. at the brewery, 3848 North Harlem, Chicago, Illinois, blah, blah, blah. This month, we held it on the second Wednesday of the month because it was too close to Christmas. We didn't want to screw anybody up with your plans. We had a lot of people there, though. It was a good time. I want to thank everybody for coming out. We got a lot of thank yous to do this year. So there's a lot of people that need a little pat on the back and a thank you. First of all, I'll try starting at the top. Dan Harper, great job. He's been our vice president for 11 years, I believe. You know, couldn't get rid of him. Finally, we did. So thank you for everything over the last years. Thanks for trying to reel me in whenever I swear on the TV and shit like that. Kim, she was our newsletter person. Thank you for all the years that you spent on the board, yelling at people to write the letters and them not writing them. Okay, colder than a witch's something ride. Oh, we got an event coming up. Let me get this event out of the way. Colder than a witch's you know what ride. January 1st, 2017, 11:30 a.m. at Revel Bar, 6169 Northwest Highway. You can come if your bike's in storage too, so show up. Just show up there. Go say hi. Jetner, get an M license. Back to our board. Rick Dog Silva. Spent a lot of years on the board. He was our state board rep. He would go down to Springfield every other month, represent us, make sure that we were being represented properly. He spent a lot of years on the board. I want to thank him for all of his service He did a great job on there. We have a new vice president. His name is, well, we call him Scraps, but he thinks his name is Wolf. I mean, guys just change their name. I can't think people change their names. Anyways, he and Miss Sandy, they are our new vice president and membership person. So if you got something to bitch about membership-wise, call Danny. He'll get on Sandy. Really, he'll get on her. Right, Sandy, right. Who else? Who else do we got new? Bill. Bill is the new newsletter person. So if you want to get something into him, get it into him. It's going to be done electronically. He's going to put it together, shoot it to Kevin. Kevin is going to take it and put it up here. Let's see, newsletters. Well, they're in there somewhere. December. I don't know how this thing. It's so slow. It's so slow. So the chili cook-off flyers, everything will be on here. This is not the new one, so don't look at that one yet. We do have new chili flyer out. It's on Facebook already. Make sure that Kevin's got a copy to put on there. It's our 30th annual. So we'll get that up there for you. That's going to be February 11th, I believe. So tickets on sale now. Let's see. Let's check. International Motorcycle Show is February 10, 11, and 12. So on the 11th will be our chili party at the River Park Moose Lodge, located in River Grove on 5th and Fullerton. Come out and see us there. Bring some chili. Share some chili. We're going to have a good band. Superfly Redneck is the band of the night. So if you want to come out and see them, come out and see them. Who else? Oh, I got to thank Jimbo. Jimbo's our treasurer. He's still on the board. He couldn't get away. Mrs. Jones nailed her ass for another 5 or 8 years. She's done. She's staying with us. Andy, he's doing the best he can because he's 60 now and he's a little slower these days. He, ever since he turned 60, it just went downhill for him. He just on the decline. But anytime you want to see him, stop by Harlem and Addison. If he's not there, say hi to Roy. You can see him there. A sponsor of ours, Hupy and Abrams. You can see more about them on our website. This year we made a deal with them for advertisement on our website. So if anybody else wants to do the same, you can do the same. I want to thank Michael Hupy for all you've done for the Chicago chapter of Abate of Illinois. And come on down and see us, Mike. Come to a meeting one night. Don't send Gina. We don't want her there. Really. We don't even want her as a member anymore. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Mike says another great year for Abate. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks, Pat. Another real good company that we've worked with over the years. Chicago Parking Meters. Chicago Parking Meters have been very good to us over the years. Mike Ginter and the guys down there. And there was one lady, I can't remember her name. Dan Harper does because I think she was a congressman or something. Do you remember who that was, Dan? Man, I can't remember her name. State rep, congressman, old woman, real old, really, really old. All right, I can't remember her name, but Chicago Parking Meters, we partnered with them when City of Chicago was putting in the pay and display stickers. We helped design what was on the front and back. We helped design the sticker. Then they had a change because the sticker, everybody was complaining, was sticking to their lights and to their bikes. So they made hang tags, hang pouches actually, which you can still get at our meetings. You get your sticker out of the machine, tear off your piece for the motorcycle, put it in there, put it on your bike. It gets stolen, and you have to prove that you had the sticker. You have that receipt. So we did a good partnership with them. I want to thank Chicago Parking Meters for all they did for us. Okay, let's see. Who else can we thank? Let's see. Petreka. At the club? Oh, Petreka. I thought you meant Petreka. No, Bob Petreka at the old D. Nicole Lesniak Funeral Home, which is Petreka Funeral Home over on Diversity Avenue. If you're in a bind and it's motorcycle related, and you really need somebody to help you out in that kind of situation, go see Bob. He really does take care of the motorcycle community. That I can swear to, because he's been nothing but good for the motorcycle community and Abate of Illinois. Thank you, Bob, for all you do for us. Alpha Baking. Alpha Baking has been taking care of Chicago Abate for many years. I've written some nice letters for them. Bumpy, thank you for all you do. Oh, by the way, Nikki's birthday today. Everybody sing happy birthday to Nikki at your own house. Don't call in and do it. Alpha Baking has been real good to us. Anytime we have a big party or something, they're the first ones to want to donate something, and Sam makes sure it gets there. So thank you, Sam. We appreciate all of that. Our chili parties. We have an electrician who was a member of the board. He basically he pulls Andy's ass out of the fire at the spring fling, the chili party, and anywhere else we got to plug something in, because Andy will blow fuses and just ruin stuff all the time. Little Tommy, thank you for everything you do, electrical for us. You're very electrifying, like that. And T, very tantalizing. I know you know that already. So thank you for that. I know we get some more thank yous. Mrs. Jones, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for all you do for Abate. What does she do? She sits there and writes stuff down and yells at me. Diane Shapiro. Yes, Diane Shapiro, former candidate for clerk of the circuit courts of Cook County, who's come down here and saved our ass a few times when I couldn't get down or Dan couldn't get down. Diane come down, do the show for us. She is our safety and education lady. She goes out to the schools, sets schools up. She does all the presentations and makes sure that everything gets downstate, so we get credit for everything we do. Let's see. Did I thank Andy? I'm not going to thank Andy. You know why? He's 60. When you're 60, you don't get a thank you no more.
Don't forget Nadine.
Nadine, yes, Nadine. Thank you for whatever you do for. Oh, she's the PR person. Thank you. We appreciate all of that. Emily Gomez, Mama Emily, thank you for all the flyers you do for us, everything you set up for us. Believe me, if you don't think that's appreciated, it is. Chief Supply, got to do Chief Supply for our badges that we get for the state rally, which should be coming very soon. Thank you guys. Angelique, she is thank you. Who? Can TV? For what? Thank them for what? They make me come down here when I don't want to come down here. They're in the window. They're giving me the finger and everything. So, Angelique over at Chief Supply, thank you very much for everything you do for us. I know that Jimbo's not always right away on time with the credit card, but you get it done for us. Priscilla from Trophies and Awards, thank you very much. And last but not least, Can TV. Thank you for having us down here for so many damn years. It's ridiculous. And letting us bootleg and sell copies down at Maxwell Street of all of our shows. Omari, thank you for everything. Thank you for yelling at me constantly and all the emails, all the love. I feel the love down here. Barbara, on your next journey, thank you very much and have a safe trip.